All right. Welcome to another stream. Oh. Let me just adjust the volume. Here's 2035. Everyone trying to sell bacteria-grown meat has been staked and thrown on a bonfire.
And had them themselves eaten.
Load state. Whoopapa. Most recent. And toggle full screen. Okay.
Nice. Well, we're back to playing more Castlevania. Aria of Sorrow.
Aria.
Aria. You did pretty good last stream. Now that we actually got the speed correct and everything.
Yeah, as it turns out, this game is not that hard, but it is hard to play on turbo with the music on like a different speed with like audio was playing at a different. I think that's really what it was. The game was sped up, but the audio was also sped up but at the wrong speed, which was very.
Yeah, if you ever want to do a challenge mode, that would be a very interesting challenge.
Yeah, a challenge mode where it randomizes the audio and the fucking audio and
Visual speed.
yeah, the audio and video. You dirty slut.
Lowry says, "Can't wait for more no-hit run shenanigans."
Yeah. Oh. Bad bitch. I think I actually have to go through to get back to where I was. I am very excited for more. I'm very excited for more vampires. Ooh. I thought of a really fantastic plot development. I think it's. Oh. I think it's good that you guys have a fear that I'll have you guys killed. I think it's good to have a healthy fear of the DM.
Yes. Especially when it's pretty justified.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, that is the one pole that you actually cannot walk past.
So what?
Eric Lowry says, now that I've figured out the rules concerning gunplay and feeding, I'm really looking forward to more.
God damn it. How the fuck did I get where I was last time? Because it looks like that is not accessible. Oh, it's literally that? Okay. I think it is. Well, I think this must be a save room. Seems like such
It's a cool candelabra.
I know, right? Just for like 1 coin or whatever.
So what color would the save room be on the map?
Red.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it does help you see them more clearly, but I wouldn't think red for save.
No, I wouldn't either. Oh my god.
What a little bitch.
No.
Gotta go underneath its loopy.
No.
Nice. Nice. You got a
Meat
meat
strip.
strip.
Oh, I can go up. Okay. I wasn't sure.
You can go up even further over there.
And that is indeed where I have to go. Well, it is a place. Oh. It is a place I haven't gone, so I guess it's worth exploring. I do need to farm. No, not gonna do that. I do need to farm the mini boss that spawned in the boss room. See what her soul is.
I guess you can go up on those ledges.
This? You think I can get up there?
I feel like you can. Maybe I'm wrong.
Definitely.
You gonna look at me and tell me I'm wrong?
Yeah. Guess I'll go down.
Okay, Smash is also looking forward to more vampires.
Woo! I'm oh fuck. Stupid bitch. What the fuck is going on? What? Let me just go back here since that was all a waste of time. No. I refuse. I've got some fun things planned. Well, planned. Got some fun things in mind, though.
I think you guys will have a ton of fun for your next Vampires game.
I really want to see what a werewolf boss fight looks like.
The only thing I can think is you must have to, like, have some scripted way to beat the werewolf.
Well, you know what? To be honest, if you did take something from the armory, it might not be impossible. Throws katanas.
Yo, you want to throw a katana, though?
You know? Let's see. Not a huge fan of katanas, but that is not a thrown katana. Oh. Oh. What's my soul? Oh, it is good. Also, this, like, shield thing does not do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess not. I'm sure we'll one day watch some, like, crazy speedrunner or something talking about how the shield is broken in Castlevania Aria of Sorrows. But, not today.
Yeah. So the katana throw is actually a decent amount of damage.
Yeah.
It's like,
Took that bitch's lunch money.
oh.
Ooh.
Well, yeah, you know what? I'll explore it.
It's probably the...
Oh,
it
that's
was
right.
the
Okay.
rabbit. That's right. I also
Yeah.
forgot about the rabbit. Hey, Pyroseer. Says, how is the K-pop singer doing? He's doing okay. Just slowly getting lost in Dracula's castle. Hey, Yara Honeydew. Says, and someday I'll binge all of Bo 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 Bo. I've seen a little bit of that anime. It was very much like a fever dream.
So I think I need the Valkyrie, right? Valkyrie and the... I guess I don't have one of these. Yeah, I'm liking the katana throw.
Yeah, it's not too shabby. It's very quick too. I think that also helps.
Doesn't look like a katana, it looks like a cutlass. Yeah,
No,
it does in fact have a handguard.
Yeah.
What?
I remember this woozy room.
Ugh. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Nice.
What on earth? Okay. Fucking stairs. Oh, so, not that I figure I'll bring up bummer stuff in the beginning of the stream to save you guys.
Starting the stream off with bummer stuff.
Oh no, I just thought I should bring it up in general.
Alright.
So like tomorrow is supposed to be like some kind of,
Friday the 13th.
well, it's supposed to be some coordinated like terror attack.
Oh.
In like all major, it's just like across the world, right? It's Global Jihad Day, emboldened by Palestine and Israel. So you know, just I guess be safe, you know.
Yeah.
The general
Go
advice. What?
I said don't go outside.
Okay, it just sounded like you said go outside. Yeah, so I don't know. General advice someone was telling me is like don't go into cities. I don't know.
Don't fly on a plane.
Huh. I didn't. The first time I went there, I did not know this was here.
Hey, nice.
Oh.
Oh man. Fighting Valkyries on top of a castle in the storm void fucking thing.
Throwing cutlasses at them.
I'm feeling it. This is cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
More games should be like
Disco armor? Fuck. What?
Oh man. Yeah, throw swords. That's how you get 'em. Naked bitches on the side of that building, am I right? Looking good.
They're like... They're all called curly. Are they supposed to be like... I mean, they are like darker. I don't know if that's like a reference to the hair or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that there's like, what's the Indian mythical thing where it's like the woman with the multiple arms. I don't know if that's what they're trying to emulate.
I think they're trying to emulate the D&D creature that looks like that, but it's like a snake. Yeah, I'm gonna do this after I get.
But it's so cool.
Yeah, but I'm already like below half health, so like.
But you have a superpower, saves.
Yes, and I can utilize that power better once I've saved and gotten my health back. And I want to get this power more than anything. Oh, it goes through her shield because it's so long. That's so cool.
Or Honeydew says, so word is universal is Ian buying DC from Discovery. I think you mean Disney. or Warner. What would you think of that, Adam? Would you want Universal to own DC Comics?
Honestly, if it's not... What is it called? Riot? Or whatever? Or Rebellion, yeah. If it's not Rebellion, the guy who owns Modern History TV, like, if it's not that company, I don't really have a lot of
trust.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So. You know. It hurts me on the inside. You thought it was a katana. I'm a weed, and even I noticed the handguard. Well, the power is called. The power's description like explicitly says throws katanas.
Right. The power itself is lying to us.
To be honest, I didn't even think of looking at the handguard. Repels bullets with shield. Interesting. Okay. Ah, I don't get her shield? So I can repel ranged attacks. That's cool. Okay, that was...
something.
Maybe it'll work. The other shield didn't do anything.
Maybe. I'm not sure. Chaos Mesh says, I think that's the localizers trying to be cool by calling it katana. Maybe.
Yeah. Ah!
Go fuck that bitch. Said no one's girlfriend ever.
Jesus Christ. That's why you need save states. Tolerating this.
Oh, Chaos Smash says,
Disrespect.
keep in mind it said it repels bullets, emphasis on bullets.
Bullet is like a game. Isn't that a coding term for projectile entities? Like in Elden Ring, a bullet would be like a soul spear or something like that, or a lightning spear, or any of the spell projectiles.
He says it might. Eric Lowry says, I assume it means projectiles in general.
Yeah. That's like,
That would be interesting, though. One guy has a gun, and it's only for
it's only for that guy.
that one guy.
No.
They only do 1 damage at him.
They don't do 1 damage. That's just like if you hit their foot or something. They do 26.
Excuse me, this is a crossbow bolt, not a bullet. You are using the inappropriate shield for this situation. And then you just get wrecked.
Right. Use my chronomancy to cement my position.
So I think they're going CG or make an animatronic puppet for Chopper in Season 2 of One Piece. I would lean towards them going CG and possibly making Chopper look quite cartoony. I think cartoony is the only way they can go with it without making it look like a hideous monster.
Yeah, some kind of like absolute horror show thing.
Yeah.
You actual. I don't think I could really like reliably jump over them without getting touched.
I just hope it's not cursed. Yeah. Although it will be entertaining if it is cursed. And that's Netflix's job, isn't it? To entertain?
This one. No. Oh, okay. Am I supposed to cut that?
I think puppet for standing and talking scene use the CG for Monster Man form unless they get a hulking beast of a Chad to wear a fursuit every action sequence. I don't know. I think fursuits will definitely look kinda freaky.
Yeah, speaking of fursuits,
I'm.
Oh, sorry. I'm surprised I don't have a werewolf. Werewolf, the something, whatever, the Vampire's Masquerade werewolf thing. I'm shocked I don't have that somewhere. Walk on water surfaces. There we go.
Nice.
Got a lot of places I could use that. Now, is there some way I can cut these? Or some purpose to cutting them? Because they're flashing red.
You can throw your axe at them. If you throw your axe the opposite direction, it'll just keep going all the way across the screen in the other direction, right? So. Maybe they're flashing red because you have to set them on fire.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Do I have fire?
Chaos Smash says, I'm reading a bit of the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. I feel it was a wasted opportunity with the way Dark Yugi punished the guilty with shadow games and either sending them into insanity or killing them. Well, there's always season 0.
Yeah.
Piracy says, I wonder how many chopper forms we are not gonna see because of the budget. Yeah, I mean, like, there are the easiest ones to do, right? Like, just a regular reindeer is, like, super easy. They can do that. And then the one where he, like, turns into his human form, that's super easy. You can just, like, get an actual guy to wear a blue nose. And then his chibi form, or his mixed form, or whatever you want to call it, probably will need to be CG, but it probably need to be CG cartoony to make it not look horrific. But I am curious how they're gonna go about it.
Okay, so now where do I go? I know there was that... Oh, there was a fountain at the end of the next room. I just...
Yeah.
confused.
Season 0 was great, actually. Season 0 felt like what the author actually wanted Yu-Gi-Oh! To be. But then got, like, pushed into just making it about the one card game. And I did love the chaotic nature of the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. But, it's obvious that he kind of just wanted to do death games.
Such an unfortunate angle they, like, have her at. Now, what was the thing I picked up that let me walk on water?
Good question. Oh, Undyne. Nice.
I guess the question is, do I go back to Minotaur? Headhunter is eventually going to be very strong. Collect souls to increase strength. So really, I guess I should have Ghost Dancer on until I can make... Headhunter stronger than Minotaur. I don't even know what to do in that situation.
Plunging attack.
If only. Live action version of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah. They announced. They're just constantly announcing live action anime, which we really don't need.
I don't know if anyone is excited for live action anime anymore.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people felt like because One Piece was passable that like, oh no, they're making their turnaround now, and I'm still like, no, I still expect it all to be bad.
You should. And it's also like, even in the One Piece thing, they just can't help themselves.
Yes, One Piece, the most diverse anime there is. They still race swapped.
It's very expensive power. Oh, that's
Whoa,
cool.
That is super cool. It's expensive for style alone.
It does like okay damage, but yeah, that does not do a lot of damage.
Smash says this disconnected greed of these people is ridiculous. It's never enough.
Ugh. I'm so low after that fucking ridiculous staircase. Okay. That doesn't really help me, does it? I guess I could teleport someplace that I can heal. But it's never like a really easy trip from teleporting room.
Speaking of my own opinion on the matter, a lot of people feel as though the live action adaptation is like the tops, like as good as you can get, proof that you made it is if you get a live action adaptation of your thing. But for me, I feel like just getting an animated series would be like tops. I don't feel like any of my comics really need a live-action adaptation to be validated.
It's also, when I think of live action now, I think of degrading and insulting and disrespectful. Like I don't think of it as being good.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of hard to when like 80% of the live action stuff is not.
Like, it's almost always made with the intent of, like...
How can we fix what they like?
Yeah, like, disrespecting and insulting. Like, I don't ever think of it as being, like, good. It's, like, if you had the option to have a live action made by Netflix and you accept it, that means you're, like, really hurting for money. And it's, like... Absorb enemies' HP?
Am I being a jerk, or was Nami's sister the biggest and most obnoxious race swap? Oh yeah, she stayed out in the sun a little bit too long.
They made Nami's sister black?
It's her like, adoptive sister. They're not blood related, but yeah. She was she was like slightly tan in the manga, so they decided she was African.
Okay, so with this like skeletal vacuum cleaner.
That is super goofy, I gotta say. Cleaning up the bitches.
I can suck up some sluts.
You wanna get some saw?
It was not worth it at all. That's what we're reduced to.
And now we wait. It's nice that she bows to you before trying to throw some hands.
Oh, that's not the... Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, I actually can just hang in there and do it.
Yeah, Smash says, I like the punch sound effects the vacuum makes. Well, when you only have one sound effect, you gotta really stretch it in as many places as you can.
One of my favorite games is Gene Forge.
Cool.
And they have... Why do you have to fucking interrupt me?
It was such a long pause. I had to say something.
Disrespect. You know what? That's all I had to say about it. How about that?
You don't understand, man. The comedic timing was perfect. I had to.
Yeah.
Man, you are getting some crazy stuff.
Always gotta find the suck. Alright. Now we've ascended beyond save states. We no longer need them. We just need suck. Is that like an item I could have picked up? No, it's just a head. Optimal healing location. So yeah, there's a... Wow, the hitbox is actually like not in the head. It's like a little in front of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh god, what the fuck is
Oh my
that?
god, it's like a succubus.
Oh shit.
Oh, it is a succubus. Lilith? Fucking Lilith just hanging out in the castle?
Fuck me. So in Geneforge, they had one sound effect for taking damage, for dying, for everything. And it sounds a little bit like everything. It sounds like you getting melted by acid more than anything else, I think. But it also kind of sounds like you're getting burned or getting, like, crunched, like something's breaking in your body. It's like a very good sound effect for just, like, everything. It's very all-encompassing sound effect.
Yeah, it's good that it gets decent mileage. I had to see an original Najiko image just in case, and holy shit, she is less tanned than I remembered. Who thought that was fine for the live action? Yeah, it kind of varies, like, how tan she is, because, you know, it's kind of popular in a lot of anime and Asian things in general to lighten the skin of anyone. It's just because they think that light skin is a pretty feature. Something that they share with a lot of Europeans.
Yeah, it's like every culture except for the one right now.
Right. But, right, so in some, like, color pages, she looks super not tan, and in some pages, she looks, a little tan. But at the most, you can say a little. She never really looks super dark. If the live-action remake had another shortcoming aside from Nami's sister casting, it was not having Shank's newly introduced daughter show up in the flashbacks. I don't know. I mean, I know that, like, the movie was a story originated by Oda, but I don't know if we can really consider her canon.
I guess every culture except for maybe, like, Guido's in the early 2000s. Because I know, like, growing up, there was, like, a whole thing where it was like, oh, man, GTL, right? The fucking...
Oh, Cansmesh says, I think the first season of One Piece is the bait. The rest of the seasons are a woke bear trap. I wouldn't put it past them. I mean, like, they worked with Oda on, like, the first season, and I think the second season, because they said that the second season was already written. So in theory, they worked on both with Oda. But, you know, they could very well just have, like, a clause in the contract that's like, oh yeah, you only get to have a say in the first 2 seasons or whatever, and then we can just do whatever we want with your work.
Luffy's gonna be a black lesbian. Actually, no, Luffy's gonna get raped in the ass until he's dead.
Dracula.
It's like, it used to be the worst thing they do is, like, make the main character a black lesbian. Now it's like they literally ass rape them. I fucking... It sounds like...
It is worse.
It's
worse.
It's like, you know, and it's at a point where people are like, yeah, of course they did. And it's like, that's crazy.
People say no. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your...
And it's like, oh, well, season 1 of Castlevania is good, but, you know, in season 2, he gets raped in the ass. It's like...
That's quite a... Oh, that escalated quickly.
Next time...
Really got out of hand.
My fucking cousin's husband was like, oh, what are you watching on Netflix? And I was like, what? I'm not watching anything on Netflix. It's like, where do you... It's like, I thought Netflix was the best. And it was like, no, it's all horrible garbage. It's just, like, degrading. Why would I watch anything on there? And he was like, oh, well, what do you watch? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't even really watch shows that much. I watch, like, anime, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, real anime.
Next time he asks me what I watch on Netflix, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, you know, I was watching Castlevania, but they raped him in the ass. They took
There's a lot of like super fucked up Netflix shit. You know? There's a lot of fucked up Netflix originals in general.
Yeah, they took my favorite character and then they bent his legs back behind his ears and fucked him in the ass. It's like, oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, I was a little bit against that decision. I kind of thought they shouldn't have raped him in the ass. It's like, what shows do you watch on Netflix? What shows do I watch on Netflix?
Here's a video of my character that I used to like getting raped in the ass on Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
What a great streaming service.
It's like, yeah, they wanted to make him more gay, so they thought that rape was the best way to depict that. So, what do you think about rape? Are you pro rape? You say you like Netflix. Is that good? He like mentions the show. I was like, oh, do they rape anyone in the ass in that show? Because they rape someone in the ass in the adaptation of my show.
I liked the show until they fucked him in the ass. Yeah, basically that was our. Well, I hated the show before it was cool.
Trisha hated it on the first episode, and I was like, oh, well, everything is bad nowadays, so I guess it's, like, fine. And Trisha's like, no.
I always, come to think of it, before I knew that social justice was the reason behind stuff getting bad, I remember watching a lot of these social justice-y movies and shows and thinking it's bad. But I didn't understand why. Like, I watched the,
fucking vacuuming these bitches.
Disney Star Wars, The Force Awakens, or whatever it was called. And I came out of that theater, and I was like, that was really fucking bad. And I saw it with, like, my mom and my ex at the time, and they were like, oh, well, I don't know, I thought it was okay. And I was like, no!
I have no standards, and I'm just willing to let the giant mega corporations fuck me in the ass.
Like Alan Carr.
Can we give him like a Dante name? It's not right.
Alan can't.
I'm starting to really like this game. Can we call him Black U Card or something?
We make our own content. Adam makes stories about vampire detectives getting attacked by psycho bandit Keith in the back of a blood drive truck.
How did you know? Oh, did you tell them?
What?
Were you reading that off of chat?
I'm reading that off of chat.
Oh, okay, good. And I don't know what you're talking about, Bandit Keith. He's not Bandit Keith. He's just like, he has American flag bandana. Plenty of people have American flag bandanas. I don't know what's...
Of course, yeah.
What's with all these questions? Huh? Who are you? Comrade Question? Bandit Keith.
Virus here says, not just any rape, sexual preference changing rape.
I was talking to my leftist friend, and she was very upset by Tiger King because there was all these people that were like, oh, free whatever the Tiger King guy is, and it's like, this guy is a bad man. He got a guy addicted to heroin and then gave him the drugs in exchange for sexual favors until he was gay. And I was like, oh, can you really make someone gay that way? And it's like, well, he wasn't gay before, and he was gay afterwards, so I'm gonna go with yes.
Yeah.
And until then, I was still kind of on board with the early 2000s mythology of, like, you're born gay or whatever. I was like very confused at school when people were like, oh, you have to be trained to be straight, otherwise everyone's naturally gay, and it's like, are you sure about that? It seems a little bit suspicious.
Yeah, you ever hear the complaint that, like, if you aren't gay and deny someone who is gay, who wants to engage in a same-sex relationship with you, you're a bigot. Because you're discriminating against them for being the same gender as you. Yep.
Well, do they have to say that they're a girl first? I just remember we were reading Ready Player One for a class trying to tell me that all video games are sexist and racist and whatever. And the teacher was like, there's a point in the story where the guy is like worried that Artemis is going to be a dude, you know, he's getting catfished. And he's like, none of these feelings I'm feeling are like super legitimate because how do I know it's even a girl, right? Which is like a legitimate concern, and like it keeps you from investing like a certain degree, right? As a guy, if you haven't met the person, right? And the teacher's response to that is like, well, you know, it's really like, you know, that's really like kind of like bigoted because how does he know that he's straight? It's like, what? He doesn't think that that's an opportunity for him to explore his sexuality. It's like, no. What? You do. Okay. Oh, okay. So back there was actually like an opportunity for new.
Eric Lowry is asking, I was up till now under the impression that people were born straight or gay. Can one change his or her sexuality in response to trauma? Castlevania thinks so.
Definitely. Definitely.
If you think about it this way, if people can like develop a fetish that they didn't have before, you can definitely like develop a same-sex fetish as well.
It's fairly common for people who are molested to grow up to be either gay or a pedophile.
Right.
Assuming they're molested by a guy. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but yeah, trauma can develop all sorts of like fetishes in people.
Validation can as well.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because there's an unbelief. You can't imagine how much pressure there is at a school to be some kind of weird. So I can totally imagine. Oh, maybe I should be getting there. Oh, I can probably jump up there now. So maybe just go straight left. There's just so much pressure to be something that's not normal. So normally people go for like the easy stuff, like bisexual or whatever. But I don't know. I had a sure. Yeah, I had a friend who was gay, and he dated... I've told this story. He was dating a guy who was, like, not gay.
You're right.
And it's like, there's so much pressure.
That is a very funny story, though.
Yeah, he was like... Yeah, and yeah, so like if you can imagine the amount of pressure that would make you do that. Maybe you could just train yourself to have different like sexuality. I know like some fetishes can be like trained into you too, so
Yeah, for sure.
Are there some people that are born gay? I don't know. Now I literally don't know because I don't know who I would even trust for that information.
Yeah. I looked into it once just because I was curious. And I found some, like, information on, like, how they came to that conclusion and the studies that they did. And it was interesting.
There's, like...
But I don't know if... Because they just, like... Because of the gay rights movement, they basically closed off all further studies. So we don't know as much about it as we could know.
Yeah, and people like to like throw around like really fake science. Like I remember my uncle told me for years that it was like, oh, it's always been since the dawn of time 1 in 10 people, and it's like that's incredibly high. How would you even have a population that functions like that? Like how would you have enough? Like it's just such a detriment to like just reproducing. It's like if you have 100 people, like 10 of them can't reproduce or won't reproduce. How would you have enough data to back up that claim? I don't know, but he was saying like even all the way back in like ancient Greece, and it's like, yeah, well, I think
people like to say that where they're like, oh well, the number of gay people in our society is actually like undercalculated because some people are scared to say they're gay, so therefore it's like a bunch more. When I was in
college, there was a bunch of people celebrating. Oh, there's more gay people. There's like. Every year there's more gay people. Yeah. Soon there will be more.
Yay, we converted all these people.
Yeah, they were like, soon there will be more gay people than straight people, and then we can start oppressing straight people. And they're like, yay! And it's like, you don't think that they're like pretending to be gay because there's so much social benefit to it?
There's a manga that exists where the opposite is true, where like everyone's gay, and then there's one person who's just like straight and has a straight crush on someone, and they have to keep their relationship secret. It's a very dumb plot point, but
I ran into this girl playing Pokemon Go, who I went to high school with, and I was like, oh hey, how's it going, right?
A wonderful galaxy entered into chat and said the gays are multiplying.
Hey, wonderful galaxy.
Yes.
How's it going? And, you fucking little lion wheel bitch. And she was like, oh, I'm really scared if, Trump gets elected, because I'm LGBTQ. And I was like, oh yeah, what you got? I was like, she said it, like, really dramatically. I was like, yeah, what you got? I was like, what's your thingamajig? I was like, she was like, and then she was like confused that I would even ask. She was like, "Oh, I'm asexual." I was like, "Who do you think wants?" I was like, "Who do you think wants to genocide you, dude? Don't flatter yourself." And she was
we
like,
"Gotta go after the asexuals."
And she was like, "Oh, I didn't think about it like that." And it's like, "Yeah, I mean, what are you even talking about, dude?"
Them not having sex with anybody. Ugh, I hate those people.
So,
basically just a nun.
I brought that up too. It's like, what do you think, we're gonna go into the go kill some nuns because they won't fuck? What do you?
Yeah, Aura Honeydew says, funny how there was a gag in the Venture Brothers. Dr. Venture's only accomplishment was finding the gay gene and accidentally curing it, and was stopped by protesters from publishing any findings. That would definitely happen.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone found like an actual cure, people would freak the fuck out.
Ha. Eat shit. Okay. There's something over here, but then there's something at the end too.
Explore it all.
Oh, that's right. I need to be able to go under the water for that one. So yeah. Then I made plans with them like another time to go play Pokemon Go or whatever. Get some exercise. Went to this one park that had like a disproportionate amount of like rare spawns or something. And then so I was like, oh, what's going on in your life or whatever. And then they were talking about they had like a girlfriend. I was like, "Oh, you got a girlfriend? Thought you were asexual." And she's like, "Oh, I am." And it's like,
somebody's lying.
I was like, "Wait a second. So you have a girlfriend, but you're not not sexually attracted to quote unquote anybody." I was like, "What if you were just straight?" Oh fuck.
Hey,
Cock.
Cockatrice?
Bitch. Get me out of here. No. I'm gonna vacuum you up.
Oh man. Don't you have like a potion that cures petrification or something?
So yeah, I was like,
Nice.
do you ever wonder if you're just straight and if you? And they were like, oh no, it couldn't be. It's like, maybe. Well, all right. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. Yeah, I can't suck that.
Eric Lowry says, imagine if you could take a pill that would change your sexuality. It sounds like a sci-fi plot point. Oh yeah, for sure. And then Aura Honeydew says, a pill for that science fiction. Meanwhile, soy milk exists.
Dude, I was telling a story that I've told like a bunch of times to my friend John, his girl. I told it to him before, but I don't think he remembered it. And I was telling it to his girlfriend. She was like completely horrified because she never heard of something like this. So I was hanging out at my college, right? Of course it was at my college. I met the most insane people. Oh, I got bat. Fuck. Okay. I need to heal up on some bats. You dirty.
Is soy milk bad for women as well as men? Not as bad as it is for men. It's much worse.
Well,
for men.
yeah. It
but
depends.
It is like generally unhealthy.
So if you have like bipolar, right? Messing with your hormones in any way is always going to be something of a risk that you take. But anyway, this guy, I was hanging out at my college, and he's got like 2 wet marks on his shirt, and I was like, "What's going on there, man?" And then he's like, "Oh, I'm just lactating, bro." I was like,
That's such a good story.
I was like, "What?" And he was like, why are you freaking out? What, you never lactate? And I was like, "No, men do not lactate." And he was like, "Okay." I was like, "Uh-huh." And I was immediately like interrogating him on his diet. I was like, "Okay, so how much, like, do you have a lot of soy? Like, what's your diet?" And he was like, "No, I don't have any. It's like soy. Oh, what is that? What is soy in?" And he was like, and I was like tofu, something like that. And he was like, "No, I don't have any tofu." And he's like, he thinks about it for a minute. He's like, "Although I did always have soy milk growing up, and I loved milk, so I drank like a gallon of that a day." I was like,
Huh.
not like a gallon a day. I think he said like one of those quarts a day or something like that. 'Cause they don't come in gallons, I would imagine. He said a whole thing a day.
Eric Lowry is like, how much fucking estrogen was he consuming to make that happen? That's horrifying.
Oh, I'm in top chat. I don't see all the best comments.
Right. You gotta go live chat, guys.
So yeah. It's also, this guy is a black guy, so it was kind of odd that he was having. It was an odd. It's not the.
It's odd that he wasn't self-aware.
It's not the person you would like expect the story to be about. Like when you're imagining this person, it's like it was a black guy with
Just
dreads.
lactating, bro. You know, all me and the bros lactating. You want a kiss of that?
And he was like from an area where there weren't a lot of black people, and so he would just blame everything weird he did on it being a black person thing, and it's just, this guy is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like, so this. Oh man, this would make a good video too. This guy's so fucking bizarre. But yeah, no, he had so much. So he had so much like soy milk that he would just permanently lactate, and there was some kind of discussion at when we were eating. Like, me and a bunch of people I know, we were eating at the meal place, and then I was like, "No, soy is ridiculously bad for men." And then this woman, this like feminist, I shouldn't lump women together with feminists.
They're other creatures.
Yeah. Actually, I'm supposed to leave this place, aren't I? No. Oh no, I proceed on. I'm just so busted up from the. It's like barely worth it breaking that candelabra.
So anyway, he's lactating.
So this feminist is like, it is not bad for men, because I guess she wants every like man to be like
A soy boy beta cuck?
a soy boy beta cuck, yeah. And then I point to him who at the moment is literally lactating, and I was like, he's fucking lactating. He's got a stain in he's got 2 stains in his shirt, and he's like, you think that's normal? That is what soy does to men. And then all the other guys at the table like look, and they're like horrified.
And then none of them got soy anything forever.
Yeah, I think one of them had they didn't have any milk or something, and then I think that's why the conversation, because someone was having soy milk with their cereal, and they're like, oh, that's not that good. And then when I pointed that out, he just like immediately like just got up and dumped the bowl into the garbage. It's like, I'm just gonna get a bagel.
I'm not gonna lactate. No, that's not gonna happen.
And then someone was doing that common thing where they're like, oh, like how does anyone even know? Like, oh, you say it tastes like shit. How would you even know? Ha ha ha. And then he was like, oh, like you don't know. And I was like, hold on. everyone pause here. What did you say?
Chaos Smash says he's fucking lactating is equivalent to making a bomb scare. Oh, jeez.
She had no comeback, by the way. She just didn't speak for the entire the entire time we were there. Just like that's it. That's like such a, you can't really argue against it. It's like, no, that guy right there is lactating. That is it.
You have
Soy milk is bad.
Proof right next to you that soy is not good, and it will make you lactate.
It also, to be fair, his situation is probably because he had it while he was going through puberty. So a lot of different hormonal things will really fuck you up.
With you.
Yeah. He also had a significant amount of weight that he carried on his chest. Meaning like man boobs. Like he had very noticeable man boobs that would like push through his shirts. Like he had a belly, but the man boobs would compete for it, right? Which is a really unfortunate thing, and like I think every guy who's like had a weight problem has like been self-conscious about their man boobs. But this guy, it was very pronounced, and he had big old nipples that would like frame themselves through his shirt. And so I can say with, oh, I have full health, I'm just like a robot, just killing, just sucking.
You gotta get some soda.
Yeah, so anyway, don't drink soy milk. Don't give it to your kids, because they will probably turn into soy boy beta cucks.
Yes.
I've always objected to the term milk for... No, you bastard! No, get me out!
He's more cow than
Got it.
man. That's damn right.
If I saw a man lactate in person, I'd probably have a stroke. His last words being, he's...
Eric says, I've always objected to the use of the word milk to describe liquids that aren't milk. You're goddamn right.
You literal cock. I've never heard of this game. Is it any good? I like it. I like it enough to be upset that they fucked Alucard in the ass in literally fucked him in the ass until he was gay in the Netflix adaptation.
Yeah.
So the same guy, he was like, when someone said the classic, oh, how do you even know what shit tastes like? Which, isn't really valid, because you taste and smell through the same, like, olfactory sense, right? So you kind of do know.
Booba. Nice.
Are you sure?
Is that not booba?
I don't know. Just...
It's just round things on her chest. Oh, fucking nice. Hey, it's gold. Does that mean better thing?
Theoretically, it is red.
Boo.
So anyway, he's like, oh, like, you don't know what shit tastes like, right? And it's like, Pardon? Man, was not worth farming all that health up. There's
Eric says you gotta play Symphony of the Night. You get to play as OG Alucard pre-cucking. Or pre-fucking. Pre-insertion. Never says, I prefer not to know what shit tastes like.
Well, this guy was like, oh, like you don't know, and not making the smell argument that I just made. He was like, no, you definitely know what shit tastes like. It's like, no, I don't. Well, I was like, well, hold on, what exactly? What do you mean by that? So he was like, so he did know what his own shit tasted like because he had tasted it. And he was like, no.
It's not something you want to hear.
He was like, no, I had a good excuse. I ran away from home, and then I thought I was going to starve, so I ate my own shit. And I was like, okay, how long were you gone before you ate your own shit? And he was like, well, they rescued me after, like, an hour.
Oh my god.
And I was like...
An hour goes by and you already resort to eating your own shit?
And I was like, well... How long until into that hour did it take you before you ate your own shit? And he was like, well, I mean, I didn't think anyone was gonna find me because I went out into like the wilderness. I was like, okay, so like 40 minutes. He's like, nah, it's like 20 minutes.
Oh my god.
What does it take to kill these guys if you don't have a Valkyrie? Oh my god. So yeah, it's 20 minutes, ate his own shit for survival. I would not recommend that, guys.
Yeah. I really wouldn't. I think the weirdest part of that story is that he somehow thought everyone else had done it once.
Right. So, but that was because you're not the only one who inquired upon that little detail. So that was because he had just tasted all of his other secretions, just as a matter of like curiosity. He's like, "Oh, you never been curious and tasted your own cum?" And I was like, "Oh no."
Oh god.
Oh no, I definitely have not.
Yeah, this is turning into fetish territory real fast.
It wasn't a fetish. He's just retarded.
Sure.
There's such a thing as just being really stupid. Ah, God. Let me just get a clean run. And then he was like,
Guy in less than an hour went into Bear Grylls mode. I have to eat my own shit and drink my own piss to survive.
Well, it's not even like, yeah, it was like his estimation was 20 minutes that it took him before he was like, I better eat my own shit.
Even then, what nutrients is there in it? It's literally what the body rejects. Yes. Hey, Gabe the Gen, welcome to the stream.
No.
We're having interesting conversations.
Going back in health filled up. So yeah, he went on and like listed all the different like fluids that he tasted. And I gotta say, don't even ask. Yes, he tasted it. Everything. He went through everything, and he mentioned like the circumstance. He just Yeah,
Eric says, every time I think we've reached peak degeneracy, Adam, you proved me wrong.
Listen, you go to a liberal arts college. It's just
stare into the eyes of the abyss.
Yeah.
God damn, your naked woman is so cool.
I know.
You do the stab, or the slice, I should say. So sick.
It is very cool.
Smash wants to know, Adam, were you a psycho magnet?
No. There's just so many fucking lunatics. you would, I guess you wouldn't be surprised. There's just so many fucking bizarre people.
Yeah.
I told that story, right, where like a friend, like someone that a friend knew came up to us and was just like, oh, is anyone's like parents even still married? And then we like started talking to this person about that whole conversation. I brought that up to my friend John the other day, and then he was like, I remember that. I thought you knew her. And I was like, what? I didn't know her. I thought you knew her. It's like, so some strange person just came up to us and started arguing about marriage? Fuck, is that not?
You can't double jump it once it changes screens. Oh.
I was double jumping, I guess not high enough. Oh, we got another soul for the headhunter. Time to check on how that's going, right? Oh, I still have the bad one on. Oh, there's headhunter. 59, and then the Minotaur is 64. So, why don't we go for Ghost Dancer until I get above what the Minotaur would be, and then that'll be like a solid strategy for building that up. So there's a pillar in between. I can't seem to get over it, so I guess I've got to go down.
Impenetrable pillars. Nice.
Castle map 3, alright.
Hell yeah, man.
Let's try to read chat.
Right.
Trying to take
His
Trish's
Jen
job.
says, and they say I'm a degenerate for owning interspecies reviewers on Blu-ray. At least that's a piece of fiction. There are definitely real people who think that you should be able to bang animals, so don't worry, Gabe the Gen, you're getting there.
Yeah, I mean, oh god damn it. Yeah,
At least you don't eat your own shit or have lactating man boobs. Yeah. Yeah, at least you're not that guy.
Yeah, that guy only gets worse.
Yeah. You have even more stories.
Maybe it's.
It's too much.
I think we've heard enough about him.
That only makes me more curious. Eric is saying, in fantasy settings where various interesting species exist, I'm always curious about how genetic mixing would work. Like, is it possible for a half-harpy baby to be born? I would assume that all of the species mixing would just create creatures that cannot live or function on their own
Yeah.
and wish for death every day. I imagine it would be like similar to incest babies where they're just like all fucked up.
Yeah, I think in nature that's basically how it is. Like, ligers have a lot of health problems, and it's supposed to be inhumane to try to breed ligers. You can only... That's why they're so rare, is because you can only have them if they're born by accident, because otherwise it's, like, cruel to try and get a lion and tiger to have babies, because the baby will, like, suffer all these, like, health problems from being mixed.
Right.
And they're always sterile. So...
is saying that's way more depressing than what I was imagining. I was more so imagining what you get with half-elves in D&D.
It's always creepy. Like, the people... in my experience, the people who want to play half something and half something else are always real creepy. Just like... The half-orc thing is always this weird, like, rape fantasy, or where they're like, I don't know, there's just such weirdos. I hate that shit. Because it's like, no human would have consensual sex with an orc. It just doesn't really make sense. Huh. Mandragora, alright. It's interesting. I wonder how you do that without taking damage. It's like such a weird, uncomfortable part of the rules that they have that in there. And then there's always like it's a very lefty thing to be like just
mix every race, every species together.
Especially when there's like rape involved. Like, I've noticed that like leftists are always really into the idea of Neanderthals and Homo sapiens having sex. It's like, well, one of them is basically retarded, right? So it's not like they're falling in love. Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Death by snoo.
And I went back really far.
Yeah. I suppose that's why we need to remember to save.
Yeah. So it's always to the point where like someone was trying to like test my political thing, and they were like they used the issue of Neanderthals raping like cave women as their like litmus test, and then they were like, you don't like rape, I see you're a conservative. And it's like, okay. And yeah, that
Guilty.
I've seen that a lot, where like someone was like, oh, we're basically made from orcs and elves. And I was like, what?
Excuse me?
It's like, what the fuck?
Excuse me?
And then when I was like, ugh, that just seems very rapey, they were like really upset and were like treating me like I was like some horrible racist. And it's like, okay. Okay, so...
Yeah. That's some fucking shit.
Oh, I still have the thing up, which I guess was convenient right there, but go get Ghost Dancer so I can get some more souls. Man, I don't have enough for that.
Eric says, since two half-orcs can reproduce, I always like to think that aspect as something that modern half-orcs prefer not to acknowledge about their origins.
Yeah, I mean, they were... I believe from their inception, they were supposed to be, like, rape creatures. Deflect normal attacks, but... Oh, that's like... Is that like an ability I got? No. Skeleton Knight. Oh no. Skeleton Knight's just strength increased by 4. Hmm. Oh, interesting. I mean, the only reasonable way to put them into your lore is to have them be a creature that isn't actually part human. You just have it be like... I've seen it done where they're like bio-enhanced soldiers, or like if you have like a Sauron figure in your world, they're making orcs, and then they made a different version of the orc, which is like that, and they call them half-orcs because they're less monstrous or something. That's the only way to not make them weird. And yeah. So have I gone up here? Oh, I haven't gone up here. Damn, really far back. Because you don't like what? Oh, I was saying rape. I should have dodged, and I didn't. Fucking goddamn. I like this game. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I'm having fun watching you play it also.
Wow, you can do a lot of damage from the wall, huh? Oh, there's nothing over here, right? Unless I could somehow jump all the way up there, which is definitely not a possibility. There's flight at some point, right? I'm sure I'll unlock that at some point. Alright, so let me go all one screen over and then up one. Okay, that should make Headhunter stronger, right? 61, and Minotaur is still 66.
And what about elves? Political marriage bullshit? Or they get a pass because elves are just humans with long ears?
Elves are like very close to people, you know? So it's not... You could imagine it happening without it being... While it would... Huh. You can imagine it happening and not being rape, but you can't dodge in the water. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's still somewhat of like a perversion of like, because when you think of like a traditionally like masculine man, or like, I don't know, you could, like if it's an elf guy, it's a bit odd, because then it's like a very, it's like a very twinky sort of guy that would be the elf. But some guys are into like skinny girls and whatever, so it's not that crazy. And then if you think about like elves and their standards of like what is very masculine, you could have a human who does not have literal tusks and like a different shaped spine, and they could be like a man could just be a more masculine version of a male elf. And so you could see that, you could imagine them being appealing to, oh, I haven't picked up the other map. Okay. You can see them being appealing to a female elf. Like it's not, on the degeneracy scale, it's not too bad. I don't know if I'd give it like a full free pass, but
yeah. It's like if you're going to measure interspecies relationships on a scale, then obviously the further you go away from regular ass human, the more fucked up it gets.
I gotta say, I don't know if that's the best, most funnest creature to encounter.
Eric says, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Adam. Hopefully you enjoy other Castlevania games you check out in the future.
Yeah, hopefully. Ah, God, that's the one I really should have been worried about. I think, like, there's some interesting things you could do with elves and humans.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For instance, like, Lindy Beige had an interesting concept that he talked about in one of his videos where he was like, well, ligers can't reproduce, so maybe that would be an ideal, like if you have multiple heirs to the throne, maybe you have one married off in a political marriage to an elf, knowing that they can't, or political marriage to a half-elf, right? Because then you know they can't produce heirs, and so they wouldn't be a threat to the inheritance. And so it's almost like you're like, oh yeah, you get to marry this person, right? But you're also saying like, and your bloodline is going to die out. So it's like, it's in one way like not just having them killed, but at the same time it's like sort of, you know, it's kind of an aggressive like move to take politically, to have one of your heirs taken out of the picture by marriage to a half-elf or an elf or whatever. It also weakens someone's political standing because they're like, well, you can't be king, you can't be lord, because what would the succession look like? You can't, your bloodline is going to die off. So there's some interesting stuff you could do with it. But I think it's a big red flag. Whenever I see it, I always think it's like a gigantic red flag when they're like really interested in like mixing different species together. I mean, the Neanderthal and Homo sapien thing, it just always seems like it's very rapey, because like Neanderthals are essentially mentally retarded. Like they don't have the same ability to conduct themselves socially. So it's not like it would be them falling in love or something like that. They would literally be a retard. So, you know, and there's a reason that they were all driven extinct. Like humans killed them for a reason. Or what would become humans, I suppose. Correct way to say it. So. Got him. There's not really a purpose to going up here, is there? I think I need to start vacuuming some bitches. Like, generally, I think in fantasy, it's probably better to just not have half species. Because if you're making elves unique enough, they should be different enough that it doesn't quite make sense. Not that I'm like elf and human is the least, it's the least abhorrent of all like available options. Or like angels or something that are essentially just humanoid that have some added part to them, like.
And then when you have like human, half pixie, it's like, how the fuck did that work? What did you do?
Yeah, or
you
like
fucking freak.
There's also like cat girls or whatever. It's like,
oh yeah, so you fucked a cat?
It's a long ass hitbox they have. I was just like, oh, there's none there.
Like, whenever you see a fantasy species, just think, like, how did that species come to be? And if you're horrified, there might be a good reason why.
Yeah. But yeah, of all of them, elves is not that bad, because also, if you think of the original intent that Tolkien had with elves, he was kind of trying to write them as like basically like the predecessor race, like Aryans or something, where they're not. Oh, okay, there is a way up there. Fuck yeah. Get all the money. Where they're supposed to be more of like a... yeah, like they're not supposed to be, like, they're like an analog for other humans.
And they're more like a phenotype.
Yeah, like when he's saying race, it's closer.
Actually means race.
Yeah, it's more than like a species, so. Like, all Europeans are mixed between Aryans and they're like general like nomadic kind of like stuff. I think like I think that's not entirely. I know like Western Europe is all like Aryan, but then I think Northern Europe is supposed to be like Scythians or something like that, which are also blonde hair, blue-eyed, warrior nomads, whatever. And then they're mixed with. And I could be wrong about this. I don't watch enough Survive the Jive to be like super filled in on this, but I think they're supposed to be mixed with Western hunter-gatherers or something? I forget what they're called, but yeah.
Yeah, nice. What are they doing?
They're dropping the things that killed me.
Oh.
I take a lot of damage. Don't die.
Amen. Nice. That's some cloak. Just keep going. Man, he's fucking yo-yoing. Yo-yo. Dreaming. Should be more music.
Yeah.
Parser asks, what made you choose Aria of Sorrow to start, Adam?
I just
It was available.
I just checked whatever would run on Game Boy Advanced, because that emulator is like the most reliable one that I've used. The GameCube one always has problems, even though it's very good. It's better than the PSX
You
one.
have some fat stacks of money in this level.
Yeah, right. Hopefully I can spend it on something. Save my position here, and yeah. And then I was kind of more excited for this one because he looks sort of like a shit. Oh, the tail and him can take separate instances of damage. That is quite cool. I bet his soul does something cool. I think I'm just gonna equip the Headhunter because I think I need it now. I'm starting to struggle quite a bit, so maybe this will make me a little stronger. Ugh. I think I'm pretty safe here. Maybe I should have been sucking. Maybe I still could. I don't have a lot of magic. Maybe go beat up some sconces and then... I'll go see what's on the bridge. Hopefully just items and not an enemy. Collect some sconce hearts. Go vacuum that guy.
Yes, vroom vroom.
Something dangerous there? Yeah, let's not find out what his moveset is with one hit away from death.
Good plan. Better to vacuum this hefty boy. Parser asks, are you going to play Dawn of Sorrow later just to continue the K-pop singer story? Well, I don't know. People certainly want us to play Symphony of the Night, and I guess that's probably the most popular one.
It has the coolest name.
Yeah. It's very Dracula feeling. Yep, that's more popular.
What do you guys want me to do? I guess we should play a
I
different...
mean, we can do all three.
Yeah.
But whatever one you want to see next, chat, we'll do that.
Should we, like, mix it up and play some kind of horror game or something? I don't know.
We certainly can.
What's chat feeling? I know I promised everybody Devil May Cry, but I guess I should wait until after, like, Halloween season.
Well, I
A
mean,
werewolf?
Devil May Cry is kind of Halloween-y.
Is it? Oh, demons? I don't know.
Yeah, it's demons. It's like horror-ish.
Maybe I should do that for Easter.
Yeah,
Religious.
right. Eric says Dawn of Sorrow should be pretty easy to emulate as well.
What system is it on?
There is a Castlevania co-op game called Harmony of Despair.
Didn't that get really bad reviews?
It's another very good title, though, for a Castlevania co-op game. Harmony of Despair.
I don't know which one's the most recent. Let me,
Covering all kinds of topics on the stream. Milk, well, soy milk specifically, One Piece, eating the waste, eugenics IRL and in fantasy. Yeah, we are. We're covering all the topics. All the important ones.
wait, is this?
Eric says, I'll stick with voting for Symphony of the Night. Never says horror game would be good tomorrow. Oh, I guess because it's Friday the 13th. Dawn of Sorrows is on the DS. To answer your question from before.
Okay, yeah, the DS emulator is like pretty good.
What horror games do you have access to? Any horror game on Steam. You name it, folks.
I have Colat.
Devil May Cry would be good.
Got him.
That's pretty good.
Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
You don't think he meant May? Correct.
In December 2012, Harmony of Despair won the PlayStation Store Special Prize in Japan. In quotations from Chaos Match.
Fucking werewolves.
Oh, wonderful. Galaxy said play Fortnite. The best horror games.
I don't know if this is true. Maybe you guys know more about this rumor, but I had heard that Roblox was proudly hiring pedophiles, but I do not know.
That sounds like quite a thing to announce to the world. We proudly hire pedophiles. Talk to your children in Roblox.
My brother was like arguing for it. He was like, "Well, if they don't have access to talk to the kids, it's like,
Red flag.
call me a bigot, I guess." But I'm just like, is it this one? This one? Yeah, it was this one. Oops. Last night was so nice. It was like super cold out, so I could just open all the windows. So easy to think with like a lot of. Got him, I guess. Oh, what? But you.
You and your fucking yo-yo. Oh, man.
I killed myself.
Goomba logic.
I killed myself on purpose.
And you were doing so good.
Was I? No.
You could have got the suck on him.
No.
He was getting sucked.
This is awful. Like, the stairs make it impossible to, like, interact with anything.
Well, that's interesting. Charisma says Harmony of Despair is crossover of the many MCs in past Castlevania working together to bring down Dracula again. The PS3 has local co-op.
Cool.
Yeah, very cool. I like.
Trisha also has some like Sonic game,
I got Sonic games, yeah.
like some co-op Sonic game. I mean,
Oh yeah. Sonic Superstars is the big co-op Sonic game that people are excited about coming out.
Jesus Christ.
Never asked, what about Limbo? It's a side scroller on Steam. I have Limbo, but I've never played it. We can certainly play Limbo though if you're interested in us streaming that for the Halloween. Well, there we go. What about that one? Question mark. All of chat needs to decide on a game. Those are the conditions. So chat, simultaneously vote with Never if you would like us to play Limbo next time. It is a spooky platformer, from what I understand. Ah. Spooky platformer. What's more terrifying than Trisha raging on a co-op Sonic game, perfect for Halloween? Yeah. But what about Trisha raging on a platforming spoopy game? Huh? Play Five Nights at Freddy's. How about Mugen Undertale? I have Undertale too. Also, never really played it. I remember one friend warned me not to stream Undertale. She said, "Oh yeah, it's a fantastic game, but the fandom is garbage."
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. I mean, that's what I've experienced in real life, not heard. Like whenever I mean, you know, like surprising people like that game, so it must be good. But like people that I generally trust their opinion will like the game, so it's like it probably actually is good, but I've met so many like turbo retards that are like a big fan of the game, and it's hard to ignore the evidence there. Like, there's so many times, I know Sans must be a character, because I've said random things, and they're like, "Oh, you mean like Sans?" And I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know what, I literally, like, they'll be like, "Oh, you're referencing Sans," and then I'll be like, "No, I'm not, I just asked you if you wanted a drink," and they're like, "Yeah, but you know Sans, right?" It's like, "No, I don't, but I'm leaving now."
I know that the Undertale is like loosely connected with the Homestuck fandom. So they all kind of spawn from the same spot of the internet. And the Homestuck fandom was known for being horrifically toxic. So I can imagine maybe loosely connected there. You're going to play Symphony of the Night, play Rondo of Blood to get context for the story? I don't know, man. They explain the story every time you start up the game, right? So we'll just read the text.
Yeah, also, like, playing a game
Yeah,
for...
MHA fandom levels of bad. Damn. Is MHA the new Undertale fandom? Did MHA get that bad? I guess it makes sense since it's a very normie anime.
No, I remember when the most annoying thing you could see at a con was a girl dressed up as a male character. Like, that used to be so goddamn annoying. It was like the most annoying type of person to do that. But now, it's like, I mean, there's way more annoying stuff, but I did see quite a bit of girls dressed up as the Deku or whatever.
So.
So is there like
Is there a potion you can drink to like get rid of confusion?
So is this supposed to do anything other than annoy me? Like, is this supposed to be fun, or are they hurting me? No?
I don't see your health dropping at all. I guess they're too stupid to attack you. I want to believe that, but nowadays with the entertainment industry always blaming the fans, they can't be that bad. I don't know. Some fandoms are definitely known for being bad without any like public or internet groups going after them or anything. Sometimes there's just like word of mouth stories that convince you, oh yeah, I gotta stay away from that fandom. But yeah, me personally, I had bad experiences with the Homestuck fandom. So I'm not really speaking from what I heard on the internet or anything, just speaking from personal experiences. I haven't had terrible experiences with the My Hero Academia fandom.
Other than like shutting the channel down.
Well, I can't confirm if they actually were recording their videos or anything. I mean, like, directly speaking, I always just kind of saw them as, you know, kind of normie, average, I just started watching anime 4 minutes ago type people.
Fair enough.
Female Decus are common. Remember the Gravity Falls fandom? Yeah. Gravity Falls is one of those shows where, like, a lot of people tell me, oh, it's so good, you gotta watch it, it's so good, it's so good. And then, like, I'll catch an episode and I'll be so bored, and I'll be like, isn't this a cartoon? Isn't it supposed to be, like, exciting and entertaining? I don't know. I guess Gravity Falls didn't really hook me like it did with other people.
It's the ambience is what people come for.
There's definitely a lot of cartoons like that where people mistake like ambience for deepness. Where it's like, oh man, it's so deep, and then I look over to them and they're like, it's like the characters haven't said a word the whole episode. They've just been walking around a forest. And they're like, yeah, it's great.
Dude, you need to watch. I don't know. Have I ever made you sit through Valhalla Rising?
I don't know.
It was a
Is that
movie
the
with like
metal-
no. It was a movie with like very little dialogue where there's like they're like Vikings and then they get on the boat and like they don't talk and they're just sloshing wave sounds, and then there's a guy with the one eye who they call One Eye and he never really talks, and like yeah, okay,
Yeah.
very deep. You don't know what you're missing. It's so deep. There's so much atmosphere. I unironically like it, but it is a boring ass movie.
Then there's the Loud House fandom. Never encountered the Loud House fandom personally, I didn't even know that that show existed until like 2 years ago. But apparently it's the best thing since sliced bread. Hey, welcome back, Dave B. Jen. Same with Steven Universe. Yeah. One thing I can say about Steven Universe is it had potential, but it went in all the fucking wrong directions. It was so chaotic. Because it's clear to me that so many different writers had so many different things that they wanted to do with it.
Now it's just like leftist propaganda. Someone posted a GIF and they were like, "Oh yeah, there were black knights and black like all this other stuff," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Oh yeah, there were white Zulus too. Yeah, and Aztecs.
Steven Universe definitely devolved into just like social justice shit fairly quickly.
I like how they're sort of counter to. It's such a weak argument. Be like, no, you were us, I was you. Yeah. That was me. It's like. It's like, ah, man, the Romans built Rome. It's like, no, it was black people. It's like, what? But that's not you. It's like, no, give me credit. I did it.
Eric says, is this foreshadowing our encounter with the werewolf, Adam?
Oh yeah, he's gonna do a bunch of slide attacks. He's gonna do a bunch of shitty slide kicks, and he's gonna have pyromancy. Just like all werewolves. Slide kicks and... I was excited when I saw that it was labeled werewolf, but I was wrong. I should not have been excited. This enemy sucks. He has to be strong because he's werewolf or whatever. What was that?
A Wonderful Galaxy says the Loud House fandom is weird, especially their coon brain fans. That is especially concerning, considering all the characters in the Loud House are children. But you know.
It's popular these days.
Jesus Christ.
Can I just like get everybody in a nice, juicy AoE? Okay. What's going on here? Can we use buttons? Save that shit right away.
I hope he does that. I'm gonna dunk on that werewolf's ass, says Chaos Smash.
If he uses pyromancy? What do you think?
Says the worst is that's not even a joke, Trisha. Jesus. I am genuinely concerned about the youth. I'm not even that old, but I'm very concerned about our youths, man. Actually, am I old enough to start being concerned about young people? How old do you have to be? Until you can be like, oh man, it's kids, man. When I was growing up, we didn't have teachers that tried to transition us.
Yeah. I'll save that. What's my,
Have you tried the werewolf soul? Chaos Smash wants to know.
I have not. I'll give it a shot right now.
Harry Chloe says, if you're over the age of 25, you can be concerned about the youth. Well, then I'm good to go.
Oh. Well, that worked too. much is the headhunter working? Has it? No, it has not outpaced the Minotaur yet. I am a fan of. I like the naked chick at power. It is very graceful and stuff, but maybe the werewolf. Well, what costs more? I think the Valkyrie is like 50. Yeah, so the werewolf is like half the cost, and I'm always out of magic. So maybe this is like a good change. I imagine if this is a persistent thing that stays out, maybe it'd be really good against a bigger enemy.
The Wonderful Galaxy says one day your fandom will be as cringe as Steven Universe. It is a fate of all creators. I don't think it's true of all creators, but it's definitely true of a lot of modern stuff, isn't it?
Dude, I take any fandom.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if I could have fans, I'd be sick.
Yeah.
Did I?
Fans do sound nice.
Oh, I haven't picked up the map still? Is that right? God, how the fuck have I not gotten that? I don't even know how to go back. This fucking map is so confusing. Ah, I can't fight through the werewolves again. This shit's such cancer. White suit guy. Try being at too many games for some decent fans. Is that like a con or something?
Oh, should we be voicing these?
No.
Yes.
Everyone silently read.
Good to see you too. Sure, go ahead. Looks like he has a vampire voice.
Someone told me that you
I
are
was
to
talking about the
inherit
other guy.
Dracula's powers. I take that lady from the church told you that, didn't she?
It's not true, is it?
No! The term inherit is incorrect.
It's true then.
You see, my name backwards says Dracula.
No!
Maharg Senage.
Actually trying.
I was born the very day Dracula was destroyed. So in short, that means I am Dracula. Oh.
Nani? That can't be right. You've been so kind and friendly to me.
That is because I don't consider you a threat to my mission. But that being said, you have made it this far. ... I sense a power within you. How many people must have been born the day that Dracula died?
Alright.
Next up, a Gears of War style shooter where you mow down extra Draculas. Do tell me, what kind of power has awoken within you?
Man, the power to rule.
Oh, what? You foolish boy, that is impossible.
I rule so hard.
I can't remain here any longer. I must get to the throne. Your name is Soma, right? You're wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule.
Jeez, what was that all about?
Why did he say something super crazy like?
The power to rule.
Guy's just literally like, I am Dracula. Then we're gonna meet actual Dracula and it's gonna be like
Oh, fuck.
some absolute Chatasaur. So these are like electrical, I guess. I was wondering when the electrical I didn't see that coming.
They kind of just look like two blood torches going at each other.
Oh no.
Nice. Doing good.
I like the music. Oh my god.
Yeah, this is fucking sick.
Jamming out over here. Oh god, that's not...
Yeah, that is fantastically camouflaged, I must say. That is evilly camouflaged. One wooden golem.
It's weak.
Sorry.
Should be. No, I do have Castle Map 3.
Eric says, FYI, you need 3 specific souls for when you fight Graham if you want the true ending.
Okay.
Which souls, Eric? We'll go get them.
Is it? Like the same damage for half the cost?
Alright, you need Flame Demon, Giant Bat, and Succubus. What you got, babe? And your giant wall of flame really didn't do that much damage to a wooden golem.
I don't even know which one it is.
Flame Demon and Succubus can be farmed by enemies of the same name, and Giant Bat you get from a boss. Simple enough.
Is it?
Man, that's terrible.
Is it the fact that I have full energy that's causing me to get money from the sconces? Interesting. And I guess the best soul to use is like always just the headhunter. Good piece of shit.
Ah, got him. Hey, there you go. All worth it in the end.
In the original translation, he's Japanese and not an exchange student.
Well, that makes way more sense considering that his childhood friend is in Japan.
So they like trying to make you like connect with the character more.
Maybe, but it's kind of stupid. Hello, Soma. That's you.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, Yoko, I just ran into Graham.
Really? Which way did he go?
Up your ass and to the left.
Just as I thought. There's something important in the throne room.
I'm sorry, Yoko.
What? What's wrong with you all of a sudden?
He's not who I thought he was. He was kind to me only because he thought I was powerless.
I see.
But his attitude changed suddenly when I told him about my power. then decided to fuck me in the ass.
Well, at least it didn't fuck you in the ass until you were gay.
So that's the reason?
But it's better this way. Gay ass rape is really a Netflix kind of thing.
What is?
Anyway, the fact he sees you as an enemy now means you're my comrade.
Well, I don't want to be a communist.
Oh, no, you don't have to be a communist. You just fight with me.
No, that's not what I meant.
Ha. 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 It's so funny to tease you. But now, this is not the time to be fooling around. Your presence here has thrown Graham into a panic. This is our chance.
What sort of chance? A chance at the kids.
A chance at old sock. You know what I mean?
Actual dialogue.
Using his cunning mind, he's been able to evade us up until now. I don't think anyone else has ever seen him in a panic before.
I get it. Circumstances right now are making him act this way.
Yes, thanks for pointing that out. We really were worried that the average troglodyte that plays this game wouldn't be able to characterize
In
the
other words,
characters.
it's not his fault and we should totally forgive him at the end.
Yeah. I was actually kind of surprised reading that he was upset by this guy's proclamation that he has the power to rule. So it actually was some pretty interesting exposition. So I didn't expect them to go for that. I wonder what the benefit of going down there is. Bomber armor.
Yeah, Eric says, I don't know why they called him an exchange student in the English version. It seems very silly. It seems like it removes all logic. It is
feel
so
like-
stupid it's baffling. I kind of knew it was a mistranslation once we read it, and
Yeah.
he's mentioned the childhood friend, and I was like, that doesn't make any sense though.
His last name made me think that he was
Mixed breed?
yeah, mixed breed. His last name made me think he was supposed to be like from Spain or something,
Yes.
and then he just like obviously wasn't.
He's just Asian, but also cooler. So his last name is Cruz. Goddamn harpies. Eric says Graham is very insecure about possibly not being the incarnation of Dracula.
It did come across that way.
Yeah. I mean, you can't be someone like Graham, just born with a Dracula-looking face and not actually be Dracula. It causes some severe mental trauma. Hey, George Barrett, welcome to chat.
Yeah, willkommen.
Oh, man.
I guess not. No.
Fucking music picking up.
Cool. Shit. Alright. There's a fucking random dragon.
Yeah, this is quite a
Not
situation.
not as
we got
random,
here.
I guess, as the fucking Medusa heads everywhere. But okay. This whole section sucks dick. This is terrible.
Chaos Match says Soma Kurusu is his Japanese name. Yeah. Well, it's Soma Cruz, just like pronounced in a Japanesey way. Also says, welcome to Bullet Hell. Yeah, it's certainly feeling like it.
So this is garbage. In any situation that isn't like a flat plane. That will actually kill him.
Yeah, that's a solid. Using your titty water waifu is definitely the way to go.
Titty water waifu. You know,
That kind of accurately describes it though.
I know how to pick the perfect girl. I wonder if it's possible to avoid that, like, complete shit show I put myself in. No, I'm just taking damage as soon as I load.
Sometimes it do be like that. David Jen says, don't you have a shield or something? Well, sometimes the shields in video games are not that great. Oh,
Incredible. me see what's over here. This is probably not.
Music changed.
It's not a good sign.
Yeah. It's almost 1 a.m. now, so I was kind of hoping there would be a good place to stop at.
Here. It's a perfect place. It's the only
Sweet.
place where there isn't something trying to kill me.
Yeah! We did it, folks. Well, no problem. We can always pick it up next time. Get our suck on.
Oh. I forgot the background image is my book.
Which you can buy on atomizer.com.
Tomorrow will be an important day. Hope you're talking about Friday the 13th.
I hope you're talking about more game fans streaming.
Yeah. So he is of Japanese descent, but he was actually born in the U.S. and went to Japan to become an exchange student, to also go there to learn about his actual family heritage, the Cruz family.
But he had to have grown up in Japan to have a childhood friend in Japan.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of plot holes within the first 5 seconds of the game starting. Maybe 15
Yeah.
seconds? Yeah. So, happy story. We've sinned pretty greatly. But that's okay. Well, I'm trying to have less G Fuel because it has red dye in it, and I think that is kind of clouding my concentration. So I'm trying to shift from that to this powdered green tea, caffeine extract thing. And so far I'm thinking a bit clearer. I've noticed. And I don't know if this is me losing weight or whatever, but I'm getting things done a little bit quicker. Just regular stuff. I have a bit more energy, less fog. So that's happy, I guess, theoretically. And my cousin was going to a birthday party for some young kids. And he was like, oh, I don't know what to get them. And I was like, oh, easy. And I gave him the we have fidgets, infinity cubes we made for for the game fans thing that have the logo. But
For the Burning Star.
yeah, whatever. So, man, he looks so stupid. Oh, he knew I was talking about him.
Aww.
He had his Gergie had his eyes rolled back and he had his tongue sticking out and he was kicking his legs and he was just
Poor buddy.
and when I said stupid, he was like, oh, that's me.
And now he's like, oh, I get pets because I heard the ushy gushy sounds. I'm
He,
so happy now that I know that I'm getting pets.
He rolls on his back and stretches out for us yeah, pet time, yay. He didn't naturally know about belly rubs, and I when he was a puppy I rolled him onto his back and started scratching his belly, and he was like, oh yeah, this is good. So I think he thinks it's a trick to roll onto his back. It is a trick. I mean, it works. It's like a command for humans.
Yeah, exactly.
He acts super cute, and then he just gets a belly rub.
Yeah. What a good Bork.
Yeah. Anyway, we had some failures in trying to get that to work, but they still work as fidget cubes. The logo just looks bad. So I was like, here, give one of these to each of the kids. So there's 2 kids having a combined birthday. And he was like, oh, perfect. Because they're like, we wouldn't sell them, so it's like, yeah. But they work as fidget cubes, so.
Yeah.
Logo
they
just
do function.
Logo just doesn't look great, but. Yeah, got to head off now. Later, everyone. Well, we got to head off now, too. So.
Yeah.
Good night, you guys. And, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Hope you'll come back tomorrow for some Friday the 13th. Maybe we'll do a spooky game.
A spooky dookie. Maybe we'll do Limbo. Maybe we'll do more Castlevania.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe we'll do Sherlock Holmes, the Devil's Daughter.
I would enjoy doing a adventure game, like a point and click thing. It's just I'm bad at them, so.
That's why you got me, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, good night, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And,
Good night, everybody.